Hey you guys, Morgan Gecko here. How in the world have you been? Today we are on Calypso. We're on Amathera. We are more precisely on Rogue Plains, smack dab in the middle of it. For those of y'all unfamiliar with Rogue Plains, it's got, let me remove that. It has 3 teleporters, one on the eastish end, one in the center sort of, and one to the southwest. It's got estates here and estates here, and these 2 teleporters that are inland are hangars. And we happen to be right in the middle of it because it has an outpost. Hadn't got a teleporter, but it has an outpost, and it has all the appropriate terminals. So if you need to buy ammo or if you revive, it's in here. You know, all that good stuff. We are going to be hunting allophyl. Allophyl is a big old tall lanky critter with big long tentacles on it. It does about 30% impact damage and 30% or 70-ish percent electric. So you got to dress accordingly. And we are going to be over here. This is where primarily they hang out. They have a smaller spawn over on this west end of the island, and they are generally lower maturities. And then other than the allophyl, they've got odds and ends, exarsaurs, and camibos. So, you know, I used to mine a lot up here. And once upon a time, the mining was pretty good. I haven't had much luck since then. We are doing these because it is, well, obviously it's one of the mobs on the codex. All the damn mobs are on codexes. But I haven't hunted these in quite a while. I'm up to level 5, and I thought it would show me what my percentage was, but it doesn't. But we're a little under 50%. So anyway, here we are, 38.5%. So we are going to try to finish that up. So, and we are going to use my EWELC 240 Recon CDF edition. It was a rifle that I was able to get through the daily missions. It does approximately 90 damage, 48 shots a minute, 2170 ammo per minute, or ammo per shot, and about 60% efficient. It's not the best in the world, but it's about the right size for these guys. So let's see how far we can get. Whoop. Slow down there. I need to let the game catch up with me. I was kind of caught in a loop. One of the nice things about coming way up here is that you've pretty much got the whole place to yourself. Rogue Plains East. Teleporter and oh, there's a couple there. We'll knock these boys out. Also, for those of y'all that are interested, right down here on the map, right down in here, there are some Daikiba and Shinkiba and some other odds and ends. It's a nice place to hunt them. Get around here where I can crawdad and not have to worry about backing into somebody. These things are not the best looters in the world. I suppose there's worse, but if you can get a handle on what these guys loot frequently, you may be able to find something that you need, you know, for crafting, or you may find that there's a market for something and farm these guys. I'm just out here for the points, you know, getting my codex one step higher, getting some skills. And bring my map back up. I like to see where I'm going. I don't know if I've seen any this trip or not. Really hadn't paid a whole lot of attention to it, but they have some moderately large exarsaurs mixed in with these allophyls, or they used to. That was one of the pains in the butt for mining out here, was that the exarsaurs had a little more aggro than what these things do. You know, these things you used to be able to run around, you know, and get fairly close to them without them getting on your case. But that was then. This is now. You know, stuff changes, and unless you're out here all the time, you don't realize that it's not the good old days anymore. These hangars didn't used to be out here, and to tell you the truth, I don't know what hangars are actually for. You know, once upon a time in the good old days, I know I talk a lot about the good old days, but in the good old days, the only place you could fly to in space was up to Club Never Die and whatever that other place is up there, where the domes are. FOMA it's called now, but it was Crystal Palace back then, I believe. And you had to find a pilot, and you'd arrange to book a flight from those guys, and you would have to meet at a designated spot, and it was almost like an instance. I don't know how the pilots triggered it, but there'd be a whole animation that played, and you'd find yourself in a ship, and then it'd start making noises, and then it'd rumble, and then there was a light show or something, and then you would appear on the landing pad of the destination. At the beginning of the takeoff, it would have a little animation of, you know, the ship angling up. There's one of the larger Exarsars. It's only a level 4, but it's a Guardian. Don't get much loot off of it. What do I see over there? An old... Oop, Exarsar. I'll use my LR-15 for this guy. Save a few bullets. We'll be up to 50% by the time we kill this guy, or after we kill this guy. I would appreciate it if you guys would hit that like button, or hit the subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and also the notification bell if you're interested in watching more videos. You know, they'll alert you to any new videos that come out, and it would just feed what ego I've got a little bit. At this juncture, I am at 24 subs, on what they call small potatoes. If you were cooking, I would be a new potato. I'd be one of those little red ones. But I'm hoping to get bigger. Hoping to be a moderate size potato. And I can only do that with y'all's help. So hit that sub, hit that like, and hit that bell in that order. And Morgan would be a happy feller. One of the things about this rifle that I'm using, the LC240, is that it's got nice range. Oop, come on out of there. Let's see. The range is 76. It seems a little further than that, but you can reach out and touch someone, and you have a chance to get in a goodly number of shots before they're finally able to come over and start slapping you around. And that LR-15 is a good Exarsar rifle too. Probably the LR-10 would be good for the mid to upper low maturities of them. You wouldn't want to go killing punies with it, but you know what? That's what right there. I was shooting my mouth off and wasn't paying attention. So let's, we'll heal up with the FAP5. I probably would be better off using one of the newer FAPs. These aren't the most efficient, but I'm too cheap to buy newer ones. These are unlimited, so since I've already got them, probably a lot of y'all already know this, but when you die and you choose to revive somewhere, then here in the system tab where all of the green stuff is, you'll have a death location, and it'll say you're on this planet at these coordinates at this elevation, and that's your death location. And if you click on death location right there, it will give you a waypoint. There's the waypoint right there, so you know where to go. And that comes in handy when you have a mob half killed. Alright. I'm about 450 meters away from that guy. Screw it. We will drive. Drive like the wind. Avoiding the rocks. I don't know what happens if you hit a rock. Haven't tried. Let's see. Nothing. Rocks are just for show. Alright, where's my mob? There it is, right there. Let's convert a few. So I got 34 ped worth of shrapnel. I'm going to save that and get rid of that. Advanced adaptive fuse. Doesn't seem to have much markup. I had never seen one before though, so. There's another one. There's a old we can pop a cap on. I hope the game is treating you guys okay. I've been replenishing the loot pool for somebody. I hope it's you. Something's right over here. Another old. Every little bit helps though. Run down here and cancel my waypoint, the lazy way. It's not like I've got somewhere else I need to be. You guys might, but I can't leave till I finish this level of the codex. So. These allophyl are not to be an alpha are not to be confused with the estophyl or estro. I'd have to look and see what the spelling is on that. I'm not sure I've killed one since. See if there's an estophyl right there. They are a kin to these things, kin to the allophyl. I think they're more electric than these guys are. It just feels like it from hunting them. I've never really cared for them. They just don't appeal to me. Oh, excuse me. There we go. We will take this opportunity to assess our condition and stick some band-aids on. Sip some Gatorade or something. Pop a cap. Snort some crystal or something. Back in business, up to 63%. Exarsar. All these things count toward your codex points, so you're going to have to kill him eventually. So see, that's one of the better loots. That's about 5 pit. Come on, boy, I don't want to have to run way down there. After a while, you get a feel for just how far these guys are going to run and how many shots it's going to take to kill them. So you don't have to back up quite so much. That was with my LR-15. Provider, he's not gonna. He should just about get to me before he dies. Yeah. I guess if he was a large, he would have. What's that one? A provider. Paint. That. I think I'll consume a candy cane. I'm not used to using those. See what an LR10 does to these things. That's a pretty good gun for larger Exarosaurs. Alpha. I need to get back where the herd is. Too much running around out here. That was my combat FAP. I have a EK2350 for emergency fapping, or if I just don't want to wait around. My FAP 5. Also, for you new guys out there, for those of y'all that don't know it, see these little parentheses there? That is an indicator for when you're in range. When those things turn red, you're within the range of your weapon. Which on this particular radar, that inner circle is about 50 meters. You know, each circle is 50 meters, and so I should be able to hit anything that's between the first and second circle. But when you're running up on something, you know, you want to be at your maximum range. You run in and till the parentheses turn red. Then you're good to go. Yeah, we're fixing to see how much ammo I've got. So, right there. That's when my range finder, whatever the hell it is. Ooh, I need. Oh, there he is. Hello, Alpha. I could use some swirlies. Alpha would be a good one to get some swirlies on. It'd be pretty good if I called it right here. Swirlies. No such luck. Although I did get 10 ped worth of shrapnel. Which is a little over 100K. Run in until turns red. Then drop the hammer on him. Another guardian. On these big ones, I can start backing up as soon as I tag them the first time, because they are going to catch up to me. It's an old way to hell out there. There. What is that? Exarsar. A Dom. provider. Old. It's this big boy, another provider. These aren't big ones, but they're keepers. What was that one? Another provider. %. What do we got out here? Old. Where have all the big ones gone? Excuse me 1 second. Thank you. My allergies are... Man, that provider shows up way out there. That other one's an Exarasar. I don't really need him. There's a Guardian. He's within range. That was about 8 ped worth of ammo. Another provider. And you guys probably know that you can't FAP when you run, but you can when you walk. And you don't seem to lose any efficiency. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to call this one I'm not going to be able to finish without having to go invest in some more ammo. Not quite going to make it. I'm only up to 86%. So anyway, I really do appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. If you're into allophyl, if you're into largish exarsaurs, come on up to Rogue Plains and give it a look-see. There's also some lower lower level allophyls and exarsaurs over at the other end of the island, and also a few combivos. So I appreciate you guys clicking on my stuff. Please hit the like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, even if you don't, so you'll be aware when I have a new video coming out, should you want to see another video. And in the meantime, just try to have fun, because it's only a game. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Thanks for watching.